On the surface, a business transaction is incredibly simple. A customer wants a product, you ship it to them, and they pay for it. But inside a massive enterprise, executing that simple trade requires coordination across entirely separate departments. You have sales negotiating the deal, the warehouse managing the physical inventory, and finance balancing the books. Often, these teams operate in total isolation. When departments act in silos, the handoffs between them are manual. A sales rep emails a contract to a warehouse manager, who retypes the order into their own inventory database, who then passes a paper manifest to accounting. That constant retyping creates friction. Data gets lost, numbers are transposed, and shipments get delayed. SAP addresses this by building the entire workflow around a single central data pipeline. Instead of passing documents between departments, every team, from sales to accounting, is working from the same live record. Corporate efficiency does not come from making individual workers type faster. It comes from establishing a shared digital reality where critical information is only entered once. This is the creation form for a new customer, a shop called the Bike Zone. In SAP, this is known as master data, the foundational memory of the system. We record their address, pricing tier, and shipping conditions here on day one. Because this master data is stored centrally, no one in the company will ever need to manually type the Bike Zone's address or payment terms again. The system remembers. When the Bike Zone calls to purchase bicycles, the sales rep pulls up that master data and quickly generates a quotation. This process flow graphic shows exactly what happens when the customer accepts the quote. The original quotation is marked as fully referenced, and the system instantly converts it into a standard sales order, copying over all the exact item quantities and prices automatically. That automated referencing acts as the first secure link in our digital chain. The customer's request has officially crossed over into the internal supply chain. We now shift to the warehouse in Miami. That purely digital sales order has to manifest in the physical world. The system automatically checks the local inventory. Seeing enough stock, it alerts the warehouse workers to pick the exact deluxe touring bikes requested by the Bike Zone. Once the physical bikes are packed and loaded onto a truck, the warehouse logs a goods issue. In logistics, a goods issue simply means the product has officially left the facility and is out the door. As you can see in this updated process flow, completing that goods issue marks the outbound delivery as shipped. Crucially, this instantly updates the digital chain, notifying the system that inventory levels have decreased. The warehouse team didn't draft a single email or call accounting to confirm the shipment. Moving the physical goods automatically updated the entire company's shared reality. Over in the finance department, the accounts receivable accountant is instantly aware that the bikes are in transit. The moment the delivery status flips to completed, the system automatically generates this temporary invoice document. It pulls the correct net value, tax details, and organizational data straight from the preceding order. Weeks later, the Bike Zone mails a check. To log the final external step of this transaction, the accountant uses this post-incoming payment screen to record the bank routing data and the precise cash amount. Here, in this close-up of the accounting phase, we can see that the payment is recorded as a journal entry, officially balancing the trade receivables and marking the account as fully cleared. Corporate revenue is only truly realized when this digital baton successfully crosses the finish line and lands neatly into the corporate ledger. If we zoom out, we can see the immense journey this single transaction took. It started as a simple inquiry in Florida, triggered physical heavy lifting in a Miami warehouse, and ultimately settled on a balance sheet. This SAP operational document flow diagram maps the entire interconnected journey from left to right. Every step is permanently linked, establishing an incorruptible, fully traceable audit trail. Looking down at the general ledger document flow, every operational step simultaneously generated a mirrored accounting record below. When every department is anchored to the same digital record, the need for manual handoffs disappears. Information enters the system once and flows automatically from the first inquiry to the final payment.